Hi, I'm Frankie Mazzapica. I hope you enjoyed the video that you're about to see. It's our desire that at the conclusion of this video, you will have a heightened expectation of the plan of God for your life.
Sometimes the Holy Spirit will tell you things that you just need to know. But you always know that it's the Holy Spirit when you feel your hope getting stronger. When you feel your hope dying, that's how you know that the enemy is the one speaking to you. If you're laying in bed ill and you start thinking that you're never going to get better, that's the father of lies. If you're praying for your marriage and you think to yourself, I'm married to a hard-headed guy, he's never going to get better. He might be hard-headed, but that's the enemy speaking to you. Anytime you feel hope dying, that's the enemy talking. What is hope? Hope is an expectancy of the future. You can't wait for the future. That's why Jeremiah 29:11 says, I will give you a hope and a future. When you don't know the answers to your problems, but you feel a sense of excitement and anticipation, that's the Spirit of the Lord. When you feel like there's no use in praying and there's no use in hoping, that's the spirit of the enemy. And so when the parable unfolds and the neighbor says, don't bother me. Don't bother me. I cannot help you. Just know this, that's the voice of the enemy. If you look in the mirror and you feel like you don't look good, you don't feel like you are up to par, and you feel your depression sinking and your hope fading, that's the enemy. Now the question that we have to ask is, why is the enemy after you so intently? I don't know about you, but I feel like the enemy comes after me every second of every single day. Are you with me? Say yes. There's constantly this battle for hope. I want to believe, it's hard to believe. I want to believe, it's hard to believe. I want to trust in you. I'm having trouble trusting in you. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's almost as if the enemy never takes a rest. And so you have to ask yourself the question, why? Are you that important that he never takes a rest? The answer is very quickly, absolutely. But let's unpack it just for a second. What is actually on the line? My alarm oftentimes throughout the week goes off at 4 a.m. to get up to pray. I didn't know that for the past several weeks, my wife has been having terrible anxiety in the middle of the night. I didn't know that. She just told me last week, but it's been going on for weeks. In the middle of the night, she has these fits of anxiety so great that it wakes her up and she's covered in sweat. And at first I was like, why haven't you told me? Because, I can do something about it. Of course I can't do anything about it. That's probably why she didn't tell me. She didn't want to make me fret over something I can't fix. We've all been there before. But she started putting it together that she was going into these fits of anxiety at the same time that she puts her hand on my side of the pillow and I'm not there. The same time as I'm upstairs calling on God before the sun comes up, Satan is already up and he's buffeting her. He's buffeting her. He's tormenting her. Why? He cannot get to me at that moment because I am praising in the presence of God. So he will get to the next closest one. Some way, somehow, he's got to stop me. And in full transparency, when I found out the degree of anxiety that she was having, I honestly thought maybe I should pray less and I'll start praying in the afternoon. It's less of a sacrifice. Maybe she won't be tormented anymore. And then I thought, no, that's part of his plan. So what is going on here? What will happen if I quit? What will happen if I quit? What will happen if you quit? What will happen if you quit? What will happen if you stop coming to church? What will happen if you stop praying fervently? What will happen? Two things. Number one, whatever God has for you remains in waiting. That's number one. You may find yourself settling for something far less than what he has planned for you. But number two, the collateral effect. My wife would know that I quit. My kids can hear me through the wall. I didn't know that. It was very awkward to find that out. My kids noticed that I quit. If you quit, it's not just your destiny. It's your wife. It's your husband. It's your children. It's the friends. Everybody notices you're just the first domino. So yeah, he does not sleep. And the very last point of the parable was, if you keep on asking, you will receive whatever you ask for. Whatever you ask for. Whatever you ask for. Some people faint and quit just before they get their breakthrough. I want to tell you, if you set your alarm in the middle of the night, or set your alarm early to get up and pray, and it goes off and you think, I'm not getting up, I'm tired. If you just wait, you can almost hear the angel next to you saying, come on, get up, get up, get up, get up, because the reward is great. Every great sacrifice has a great reward in the balance. Come on, put your hands together. Every great sacrifice has a great reward in the balance. Some football teams, not going to say the ones, can march 80 yards from yard 1 to yard 20 easily. Some football teams can march 80 yards, but the problem is, from end zone to end zone, it's 100 yards. The last 20 yards is what they call the red zone. There's a lot of football teams that all of their scores are multiples of 3 because they just kick field goals. They can't score a touchdown. Because in the red zone, the defense heightens their intensity. And when the defense heightens their intensity, they're done. They can get 80 yards. They just can't get the last 20. I want to tell you, in this day and age, with what's on the line, we are living in the red zone. Your children are on the line. I was done praying the other day, and then I decided to not be done praying. And I said to the Lord, too much is at stake. I can't stop praying. Isaiah 62:3. Those of you who pray, give yourself no rest until he completes his work. There's too much on the line. Put your hands together for that. Too much on the line.
If you like that video, take a second and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. This way you'll always know every time we've uploaded a new video.